So talk me through Louis. Tell me about the guy. Start me that for me.
Sum it up.
He was in One Direction. No, he's been like in fairness, Louis been at the house like every day this week. Every day, like he's been really spending a lot of time with us. Really very hands-on, like getting to know us a little bit better. So he's been very good, like.
And you met his dogs, I understand. He's always got his dogs with him.
Yes, I got some food and I was going outside. And as soon as I opened the door, his big dog came to me and I was like, okay, nope. Next direction.
You're not a dog fan?
I'm a dog fan, but that was my food, so I wasn't planning on the dog.
Are they like his bodyguards, these dogs?
Pretty dogs, though. Pretty
very lovely dogs.
So I think Louis is probably the best equipped person to be talking to you guys, because he knows exactly what you're going through. Obviously, he then joined the group, but what's the best thing you've learned about him, or what's the best thing he said to you?
I think, well, for myself anyway, I think like he's been through this process and he knows what works and what doesn't work. So like, you know, I think he's the one, not saying that the judges can give us good advice, but I'm saying I think from his point of view he can give us the best advice that anyone can. You know, and he was in one of the biggest acts in the world as well, so you know, what do you think?
I feel it's kind of like him going back in time and correcting what he could have made better, but the rest this time.
Yeah.
And so I could be like, oh, he's a cool guy and he's this and that, but he's very hands-on, and I think the work ethic that he has toward my performance alone, you know, coming in and saying, hey, I want this to be this production, and do you agree with this? And I'm like, yo, I thought the same thing, man. And like, just the collaborative creativity that is there, it's cool.
What do you mean about going back and correcting? What do you mean?
Yeah, I feel like he's doing that to us. You know, he was here and he did the whole thing, and so I feel like this is his opportunity to go back and correct us, not himself. So it's kind of like going back in time, living vicariously through us, and going and be like, hey, this is what I could have done better because I know now what it is. So you guys can do it for me because I can't go back and do it. So I feel like, you know, he's what better person to. And he sold millions of records too. Let's not forget that. You know, he must be doing something right to do that. So.
Well, but he was in a group, and obviously they've done very, very well. What do you think he would have done differently? Has he said anything?
Like, I don't know. I suppose X Factor is a lot of some of it. It's like buying a lottery ticket. I think you know, like you don't like. There's all this thing about favourites and who's in the running and who's going to be who's going to be going far, but you just don't know as well. And like from the last few weeks, hearing everyone in the house and getting to know everyone's different personality and everything, you just don't know who's. I couldn't call it anyway. Who's going to be there? You know. So but look, no, there's been some really unique and different talent, and it's going to be a good year.
Did you guys get to meet Liam as well when he was helping Louis out?
Yeah, we got to meet him. Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool.
Do you not like Liam?
To me, it's like I was doing these guys' covers years ago, and just to back up, just for clarity, when I say go back in time and fix, as musicians, there's always things that we can work on, always things we can improve. So that's what I mean by that. But Liam, I never expected that I'd be in Ibiza. That's one. And the X Factor, that's two. Knowing Louis, that's 3. Meeting Nile Rodgers, that's 4. Then singing for Liam P, and that's 5. You know, and being in a, not even just performing, like having the talks we did. So yeah, like, is it real? You know?
Yeah, it is.
It's not a full circle. It's a out of body experience kind of thing. We're like, whoa.